We've all read this. You know what I'm saying? We've all read this. What does this thing do? What this thing does is it breaks our brain and it talks to us about passive income. Right? The point where you stop being a self-employed person, right? Going out there, getting, making all the calls, going on the appointments, getting these contracts signed, either flipping them, holding them in your portfolio, or assigning those deals, right? It talks about, the self-employed part of it, but then this book really brings us to the investor and business owner side of things. And it talks about owning real estate as a way to get passive income. And I always wondered about that, right? Because I've talked to probably, 1,000, 1,500 real estate investors, incredible people like you, and had the conversation of what's the ideal amount? Like net bottom line after taxes, how much do you think what is the goal? Everybody says $1 million. $1 million for the year, $83,000 a month. That is the goal for passive income. Like if I was just getting $83,000 wired into my account every single month, holy cow, I could live the best life. That's after taxes. It's just like absolutely incredible. So then I go, okay, well then how much real estate do you have to own? And this is going to be outstanding. And I want to shift the paradigm, right? I want to shift kind of your view on this a little bit. All right. I'm leading you down a path and then I'm going to take you somewhere else because I think that this is really important. So I got involved with a company called DEW. That's Jim Dew, incredible professional, but he has a wealth management company and they do family offices where you get everything taken care of. And so I reached out to Brett, my manager. He put together this presentation for us. All right. He broke it all down based on national statistics. Now listen, it varies from place to place, but check this out. All right, here's some of the assumptions that he made. And he got these stats from Statista.com. And it's a really expensive place to get a lot of data. And this is the national average. So if you look at residential, right, they really break down, when you're investing in real estate, they really break it down into residential, commercial, and industrial. Okay, and the average rent for residential is $20 a square foot. So what I mean by that is you take 1,000 square feet, you times it by 20, that's $20,000, right? Then you divide that by the 12 months, right? 20,000 is the total amount of rent that you get, about $20 a square foot. Divided by 12 months, 1,000 square feet, to 20,000 divided by 12, it's like 1,600, right? Makes sense. Commercial's a little bit higher, industrial, there you go. And then you've got the average cost. What is it going to cost for you to purchase this around the country? Typically, it's $225 right now in residential across the country, which is bananas. Now, listen, if you are somewhere in kind of middle America and the prices are more reasonable or just less, then it's going to adjust the ratio between what you get in rent versus the value anyway. So it's pretty on point here. Now, let's go to the next one. This is a blended, you can get rid of me. This is a blended amount that you would have to net $1 million a year. And I'm going to break this down real quick. And I don't want to get too sticky with this because I'll put this in TTP Insider and you can download it. But you're going to look at this and you're going to see, okay, if you go all the way to the right, you have to own $34 million in real estate. And this is free and clear. Let me say that again. If you have a blended portfolio, $34 million to net after taxes. All right, skip to the next one because most of us are in residential. Here's just residential. And I think that this is really interesting. 120,000 square feet. Okay, $27 million. That's you owning it, cash. That's no loans in there. Because obviously, if you have debt on it, you are paying a lot of debt to the bank. So if you've got 20, 30% down, you got to multiply that number by 3 or 5 times, right? Let's say you have 30% down, you times that by 3 times or by 70% more. And it's like $100 million worth of real estate to net $1 million. Because listen, right off the bat, wealth managers, they're taking 50% off the top on rent for operations. That's what that OER is, the operations of that property. You got to take 50%. People are like, I get $2,000 a month for rent. No, you don't. You get $1,000. Because guess what? You're putting money into keeping that property from falling apart. You've got vacancy. You've got property management. You've got all of these things, right? And I usually go 40% off the top, just because that's closer. I usually keep about 60%. But 50% is the national average. You look at how much depreciation you have and how much income tax and net income and cash flow every single month. You need to own 27. You have to save up and get $27 million worth of property, worth of equity in your portfolio to make $1 million a year net. All right. I've got this all for commercial and industrial as well. It's a little bit more, but that's assuming the 27.5 year depreciation. And I don't want people to get lost in the weeds. Basically what I'm saying is you've got this $27 million that you have to make $1 million net profit, right? Why don't you just build a business that has people working for you, that gets incredible income, that's passive, and do it a lot faster and not have to save $27 million. Let me break this down for you. Look at this. This is my business last year. This is my wholesaling and flipping business last year. 1.14 million in earnings. This is my net. This is what I netted from it. All right? Let me explain what I do in this business at this point. I hire incredible people. I make sure that they're incredibly organized, and I give them enough chances to win. That's it. It's about 5 hours a week. So for 5 hours a week, I've got this. Now, Brent, you got to pay taxes on that. Absolutely. Right? That's why you still buy properties. If I still buy $27 million worth of real estate, I get all of that, but I'm not getting all of my passive income from just real estate. I'm getting it from being a business owner. It's so much faster. It's so much more incredible. In my experience, it's so much more rewarding to go out there and build a robust business of finding discounted properties and selling them to people that are going to do amazing things with them, or fixing them up and selling them ourselves. But you build a business. I've got 4 people on my team: Jackie, Jeremy, Ryan, and Chad. Right? That's the main core. That's why the profits are so high. And we're proactive, so we're not spending 50% in marketing. I might not have the biggest business, but my net is bananas. My net is bananas because we focus on keeping our marketing budget low, spending all of the money on the people so that they stick around, and being super proactive in getting referrals in the business so that we can get a higher net profit. And a net profit here, I mean, we're on the path to 2 million. It could be 3 million, 4. It's just adding people. It's getting an ROI on the people that we hire, right? As opposed to going out there and having to save up $27 million worth of savings after taxes to go and buy real estate to get $1 million passive income, right? Like, start thinking about this. It's like building your portfolio is incredible. But focusing on building your business, that's where millionaires are made. Put it into assets. I'm not saying go out there and make all this money and go and buy every shiny thing that you see and waste your money. Whenever we have money that's after taxes, you can spend it or you can invest it, right? How much of that income can you go into investing? By the way, I have 15 streams of income. That's just one of them, right? So as I free myself up and build a company that basically runs itself and pay my people really well, I can go and focus on other things like this and whatever else I want to do, whatever other side businesses I want to start, and be a real business owner. Because if you can do this, you've already got the model. You understand that as a business owner, your job is to find more talented people than you in the roles. And then once you do that, you get all of the profits. So I see a lot of people like kind of turned around on this. They're like, I want to start my wholesaling business and then I want to, get into building my rental portfolio. Absolutely. But build a big business. Build a wildly profitable business. This is how people really, really, really make it. right? You're going and reading all these books about rental properties. You should be reading books about building your business, being a better leader, how to get your costs down and your profits higher. You can go out, listen, I'll make it real simple for you. Make a ton of money in your businesses, take the profits, buy really nice properties in really good school districts. Done, right? And then that's not to mention all the creative stuff you can do. You can do no money down. You can get other people's money. You can do all this other stuff. But then you're raising funds to get a portion of the profits, the net bottom line profits at the end of the day, when you could be using that, your attention, right? The most valuable resource on planet Earth is not time. It's attention, right? You could have all the time in the world, and if you're just sitting there, just floating around, not doing anything, or just daydreaming, or hallucinating, or beating yourself up mentally, that doesn't help, right? So if you put your attention into growing businesses, you win. You win. Focus on the profits. Focus on hiring the right people. Focus on being the magnet in your life, in your market, in your group, whatever it is, of bringing on really incredible people. It is wildly fulfilling. And I'm telling you, you can take those profits and do something amazing with it and buy those assets. It's not rocket science, guys. It's not. But I'm telling you, it's the business owners. It's not the people. And those business owners end up buying all the real estate. They do, because it hedges against inflation. It helps us with depreciation, right? It helps us with our taxes. Make the money first from your business. Make the money first. Sorry, I'm not supposed to pound this table. Make the money first, and then you're getting that $1 million passive income, right? You're getting that money coming in all the time, and then you're putting that into your assets, into your real estate, and that's what grows over time. And that's when you can take that chill, right? As we've been running and we're in the tornado of building businesses and hiring people and always thinking and being obsessed. And then we got to take a little bit of a breath. We get out of that hustle season. And now we're into that really rewarding season. And that's what I want for everybody. But be pointed in the right direction. Be pointed in the right direction. Because nothing is more frustrating than doing a wholesale deal, doing a flip, getting good income coming in, and then all of a sudden you're busy, building this rental portfolio and you're running it yourself. It's taking up all your time. You're cleaning your Airbnb every other week. You're doing all of this work all the time, when if you put that same incredible brain, brilliant brain to work building your own business, you'll be far more profitable and get where you want faster with the passive income. And that's financial freedom. Once you have that control, that's financial freedom. Over time, as you start really understanding what it takes to generate the leads, convert those leads, and get as much as you possibly can on the backside, on the exit strategy, then all of it goes, you're able to put more people into it to expand your business, whether it's into different markets, whether it's in the same market that you're in, whether you have different exit strategies that you start implementing. But it all starts with the foundation: lead generation, conversion, exit strategy. Focus on building your business. That's where your attention should be as being an entrepreneur, business owner. Remember, we've got the old cash flow quadrant. You got employee, you got self-employed. He says just S, whatever. You've got business owner, and then you got investor, right? This is where you make your money, and you put it here. This is where you make your money so that you can create this, right? It's that simple. But if you're not focused on this and you're just going here to here, it's going to take you a lot longer. It's going to take you a lot longer. You got to go here to here to here. You got to build your business. Build your business. Get that cash flow coming in.
If you like that video, hit that subscribe button. We come out with new videos every single day. And if you want your questions answered, like you and I, one-on-one, make sure that you join us for the live show every single Wednesday. I will see you there.